Imagine a place where the rules of the outside world don't apply, where buildings climb on top of each other, fighting for every inch of sky. Welcome to Kowloon Walled City, a city within a city, a rebel heart beating in the midst of Hong Kong.
A city without rules? How is that even possible?
It started as a Chinese military fort, and over time, it became a haven for those who lived outside the law. Picture this, 33,000 people crammed into just 6.4 acres, making it the most densely populated spot on Earth.
That's unimaginable. But what was life like in such a place?
Dark alleyways, dripping water pipes, and neon signs that never sleep. A labyrinth of corridors so complex, the sun barely touched the ground. It was a place of survival, of tenacity, and of unyielding human spirit.
It sounds like a scene from a movie.
Oh, it was far more dramatic than any movie. Kowloon Walled City was a masterpiece of chaos, a symphony of sights, sounds, and smells that no screen could ever capture.
So, what happened to it?
That, my friend, is a story for the next chapter. Shall we dive deeper into the heart of Kowloon? As we peel back the layers of Kowloon Walled City, we find ourselves in a world where the very fabric of society is woven with resilience and ingenuity. This was a place where apartments were built with no architects, where streets had no names, and where the city itself was a pulsating, living organism.
No architects? How did they manage to construct an entire city?
It was the work of the residents themselves. They built upwards endlessly, creating a vertical sprawl that defied all norms. The buildings were so close that daylight was a myth for many living there.
That's incredible. But wasn't it dangerous?
Absolutely. It was a precarious existence. The city was a tinderbox, and fires were common. But the people of Kowloon adapted. They created their own fire service, their own rules, their own way of life.
A testament to human adaptability, then.
Exactly. And amidst this concrete jungle, life thrived. There were shops, factories, restaurants, even schools. It was a self-sufficient ecosystem.
But what about the law? Was there any order?
That's the most fascinating part. For years, the city was under the control of the triads. Yet, a strange order emerged, a code among the chaos. And for those who called Kowloon home, it worked.
It's almost hard to believe such a place could exist.
It was real, all right. But as with all things, change was on the horizon for Kowloon Walled City. The end, when it came, was as dramatic as its life had been.
I can't wait to hear more. What brought about the fall of this extraordinary city?
That, Olivia, is a tale of politics and power. But it's also a story of rebirth and legacy. The twilight years of Kowloon Walled City were marked by a growing realization that its existence could not continue indefinitely. The very things that made it remarkable, its autonomy, its density, its labyrinthine design, also made it a target for those who saw it as an anachronism in modern Hong Kong.
So, it was doomed to disappear?
Yes. In January 1987, the British colonial government announced plans to demolish the walled city. It was a decision born from a complex web of political and social pressures, and it marked the beginning of the end for this unique enclave.
It must have been hard for the residents.
It was. Many resisted, clinging to the only home they knew. But after an arduous eviction process and the transfer of sovereignty from China to Britain, the demolition began in March 1993 and was completed in April 1994.
What stands there now?
Today, the site is home to the Kowloon Walled City Park, a tranquil place that pays homage to the past with its traditional Chinese garden design. It's a stark contrast to the bustling city that once stood here.
A phoenix rising from the ashes, then?
Precisely. The legacy of Kowloon lives on, not just in the park, but in the stories, the memories, and the indomitable spirit of its former residents.
It's a reminder that cities, like people, have their lifespans and legacies.
And Kowloon's story, with all its complexity and contradiction, continues to captivate us, sparking curiosity about the depths of human resilience and adaptability. As our tale of Kowloon Walled City draws to a close, we are left with echoes of a past that feels almost mythical. This was a place that defied the very concept of a city, challenging our understanding of community and survival.
It's like it was a world of its own within the towering skyscrapers of Hong Kong.
Exactly. And though the walled city is gone, its stories continue to resonate. Artists, authors, and filmmakers draw inspiration from its crowded chaos, keeping the spirit of Kowloon alive.
So, in a way, Kowloon never really died. It lives on through the tales and the park that now stands in its place.
That's right. The Kowloon Walled City Park is a serene tribute to what was once the most densely populated place on Earth. It's a reminder of the city's resilience and the unbreakable human spirit.
I guess every city has its story, but Kowloon's is truly unique.
It is, and as storytellers, it's our duty to keep these stories alive, to spark curiosity and wonder in our audience. Kowloon may be a memory, but its legacy is eternal.
Enter the track town，試住騎到風試咗企冇草藥同針筒 we ill，放個 we ill，我哋係未來冷靜將你死咗 yeah，flashing on you 似飛咗 yeah，打個馬出嚟個東南西北，將你歌詞接東南西北 ，cause we don't care fuck we die yeah we die yeah，夜見早晨 we die yeah。